Minecraft hacked clients. Something a lot of people are curious about, but they'll get you banned on more or less every server, and you'll potentially install a virus when you try to download one. So today I'm going to be going through this hacked client, showing off the different hacks, basically so you don't actually have to risk downloading this thing yourself. Let's get on with it. So you can see my screen looks absolutely disgusting right now. That's because I've got player ESP. And what that hack does is it draws a line from the center of your screen over to every nearby player. But if you're playing something like Factions where players are more spread out, it would probably come in handy. So I'm using the hacked client worst, which a lot of hackers do actually like look down on, but I've just found that it seems to show off the most hacks. So you can open the GUI by pressing Control, and this is where you can turn various things on and off. So I'm going to put auto sprint on, and I'll probably put kill aura on. And I'll actually show off what kill aura does and explain how it works. But before I do, hacking on this server and hacking on most other servers will get you banned. I have an owner account, which means I bypass this thing called the anti-cheat. Most servers have an anti-cheat, and an anti-cheat will stop most of your hacks from working to their full extent. So I'm going to jump down here, and if I press K, I'm not actually touching the mouse right now. But you see, my sword's still swinging whenever someone gets nearby. Oh, this is interesting. Connection lost, you are sending too many packets. Even if you're bypassed from an anti-cheat like I am on this owner account, Minecraft still generally does not like hacked clients. And you can find yourself getting kicked anyway if your settings are a bit too OP. So you see there's a nude looking fella over to my right. If I was to walk over to him, you can see that as soon as we've got within a certain radius, we've started swinging at him. That's what kill aura does. It hits the nearest player automatically for you. You don't have to aim. As you can see, I don't even have to be looking at him. The worst hacked client also has a bunch of stupid ones, such as Miley Cyrus, which just makes you twerk without you having to do anything. It's just, I'm just off on one right now, as you can see. Stupid. Turn that off. Spider's always a fun one. You can basically interact with blocks in the same way that spiders can. So if I walk up to this, I can just climb straight back up it. Now, auto soups are one that a lot of hackers on this PvP server use. So you saw when I was using kill aura, I was attacking a lot of people, but I was being attacked myself, so I was losing lots of health. Whereas if I jump down here while I've got auto soup turned on and we wait for people to start hitting me, watch my health. Every time it gets low, I eat a soup automatically, so my health comes back, and I can open my inventory and you can see, oh, there's a soup there. Wait for it. It's gone, and then it'll move on to this one, so my health constantly replenishes. Now, if we also turn kill aura on, we'll do a lot of damage and we'll actually start getting some kills. So you can see there's a kill in the chat. There's another kill. Oh, this guy's gonna give it a try. How much soup we got left? We've got enough. So you see now I'm in quite a good spot where I can hit people before they can hit me, like this silky guy. And everyone's trying it now. There we go. Oh, I ran out of soup. That's because you can mess with this thing called reach. So if we go to kill aura / multi aura and we click on this, we can change the range. So currently it was set to hit people from 6 blocks away, which is closer than they can hit me from. It's very, very OP. If I wasn't bypassed from the anti-cheat, I would get kicked for that. Now, just quickly, there are hackers on prison. Let's suss that out. I'll go to my prison server quickly, because I want to kind of work out what's happening there. Let's message the guy that hackizated, who was hacking. Whoa, 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 there he is, there he is. There's a fly hacker. It's this little fella, he's mental. Editor Thomas, can we get an instant replay of that? I'm the only one allowed to hack around here, Venom Pug. And it looks like he might also have some kind of auto mine. Have we got auto mine? Let's find out. If I turn this on... Oh yeah, we do. We're slightly less efficient because of our pickaxe. Let me steal the one he's got. I'll steal the one he's got out of his inventory and we'll use that. Nuka should work if I turn that on. Oh, I don't know what's happening, but I like it. This is good. No hands on the keyboard right now. No problem at all. Okay, let's turn that off. Turn it off. I'm breaking them up. Help, help, help. Stop, stop. Oh, here's the other hacker, look at this guy. So I'm invisible right now, he can't see me, but this hacker is using something called anti-knockback. Oh no, he switched from anti-knockback, and now he's using TP aura. Should we use TP aura as well? I'm just gonna take the sword out of his inventory, and we'll start using it. So if I turn TP aura on, hopefully we'll aim for the right guy. He's just over here, here he is. There we go, we're going for it, We're in creative mode, so we have a bit of an advantage. Okay, I'm going for him, I think. I'm trying my best to anyway. We got him! We killed him! I think we got him. Oh, I'm accidentally killing someone else. I'm so sorry. So you see... Oh, he's dead. Never mind. But you see, when he died, he didn't get knocked back like this. That's because he's using something called anti-knockback. Alright, is that all the hackers? Cool, let's get them both banned. Malicious hacks, and we'll do a public punishment. There we go. Alright, sorted. Right, I can get back on with my demonstration now. So if we go to one of the mines, we'll go to mine E. I want to show you Scaffold, because Scaffold's a pretty fun one. So take note of what happens when I walk forward here. Oh, yes. And if I was to jump in the air, we're just building staircases without actually needing any staircases, as you can see. So Bed Wars hackers generally tend to use something like this, but they would combine it with speed hacks so that they can move around way, way quicker on the map. You see, like this. It looks so stupid. Just need to get rid of that before the admins shout at me. There we go, good. We're fine again. Okay, I think we're at that point where it's time to turn on LSD. So, as you can see, just a completely pointless but funny visual hack. It does nothing other than makes your screen a bit mental like this. Our little mate over here, he's gone all wobbly. I like it. You can turn that off by just going back into F5 mode and it fixes itself. There's a ton of auto stuff. So, auto walk. As you can see, I'm just walking forward. Auto fish is self-explanatory. There's also auto mine, auto build. So, if I was to turn this on and get hold of this, yeah, I start breaking blocks. Stop breaking prisons map. Why is it always prisons that we break? Boat fly. It's time for boat fly. Let me get myself a boat. I don't know if boats are... Oh, I can't place boats in Kip PvP. Can I place them down here? No! Right, we'll go to factions. Whoa, what is even happening here? I don't even know what hack this is. Oh, I've turned on auto build bridge. So like Killora can be toggled with K, there's a bunch of different toggles that I don't even know, so I end up kind of just accidentally turning things on. I've just turned on Freecam apparently. I guess we could show Freecam. So Freecam, as you can see, it's basically an out-of-body experience. So the actual me is that fella on the left. And then this is like a glitchy ghost me that is able to fly through blocks. So this is what a lot of hackers have used in my hacker trolling videos. Basically, it's a way for factions players to find bases without actually having to mine to the bases. So it means they can look inside the base and decide whether or not it's worth raiding without actually having to mine down to the base. So very, very unfair hack. If you're wondering what it looks like from an outside perspective, basically the person stood still and occasionally they'll see you do something like this. Just little shifts here and there. And you also won't take any knockback. It'll be like you've got anti-knockback turned on. We can turn derp on. Derp's something a lot of you might have seen. It looks normal on my screen, but if anyone was watching me right now, my head would be doing this. It's just another cosmetic, like, funny one. A lot of people use it when they're, like, trying to get banned. Jetpack. I like jetpack, so if I jump in the air, holy Christ. Let me go into game mode survival. We'll come out and vanish. And if I just sprint forward, I'm just on a jetpack. Don't even worry about it. Look at me cape go. Unreal. And yeah, you can basically fly with it as well. And from... Oh, the server didn't like that. I got kicked out. And speaking of fly, there is literally just flight as well. So flight's pretty obvious. Just like creative fly, but there's less gliding around. And you go a little bit faster as well. And speaking of gliding around, there's also glide. So if I go up into the air and then we turn flight off, I fall very, very slowly so I can avoid fall damage. This hack generally doesn't work on most servers. While I've got a bit of extra time as we wait to land on the ground, probably a good time to tell you to please subscribe if you haven't already. We upload multiple times a week. Thanks. Oh, there we go. Hello, just dropping by to say hello, mate. See you later, have a good one. We should probably turn on TP Aura in the hub. We can't do any damage, but it'll look funny. There we go, this is nice. So if you didn't get to see what TP Aura really did when I was on prisons killing that hacker, it's like Killora, but it just moves you way, way faster, like stupidly fast. A lot of the time you end up suffocating through walls and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn that off now. I'm a bit lightheaded, I won't lie. Oh, look how fun glide is when you're just sprinting around normally. Oh. Anti-AFK is a fairly simple one. If I click this, I start just moving around every so often. So this will just stop you from getting kicked after 5 minutes of inactivity on a server, because it just keeps walking you about so the server thinks that you're still there. It works best in a small space, otherwise you're just going all over the joint really. X-ray! How have we not got to X-ray yet? So if we go back onto our factions server, and I turn on X-ray, which I think you can toggle with just X. Yes, you can. You can see what it does. It shows you where diamonds and emeralds are, so you can mine straight to them. It shows you where bases are. It's very OP. And you're an absolute scumbag if you use it. We are suffocating. Just gonna do this real quick. There we are. I've no idea why we survived that. Oh, it's quite dark in this little hole, so what we could do is turn on full bright. Using full bright is the same as just turning your gamma up in your Minecraft settings. It just makes it easier to see. Auto armor's a pretty effective one if you're a PvP hacking scumbag. So if I take that chest plate off, when I walk over to it, I instantly put it on. And it also makes sure you have the best chest plate on. So if I was to walk over to here, you can see it switches my leather to chain, my chain to iron, and then go on diamond. There we go. Very effective, very sly, that one. Follow's a pretty creepy one. So if I turn this on, you'll see that it'll just follow the nearest player. And I think you can type a command and follow a specific player. We are right in this fella's personal space, and he does not like it at all. I don't want you repeaters. Leave me alone. He looks quite panicked, doesn't he? I feel very uncomfortable doing this, and I think he's absolutely hating it as well. Oh, look, he's running away. You can't escape. Okay, let's turn it off. Let's turn it off. There's a lot of self-explanatory ones in here, such as anti-blind, which just blocks blindness and nausea when you get those potion effects. Blink's one I've never actually used, I'll be honest. So I think Blink, it's kind of similar to Freecam, so I've just gone outside of myself. And I think it's a way of teleporting to a specific place really, really quickly. So I think people used to use it in Hunger Games, where, you know, when you stood at the pedestals at the start and there's a 10-second countdown. People would use Blink, go stand on the chest, and then when the countdown changed, they'd instantly get there. I don't really know how to actually activate it. Do I just turn it back off and then off I go? No, oh, it's happening. It's doing it, I think. Is it doing it? It moved me a bit. I don't really get that one. If there's any scumbags in the audience, please let me know. Thanks. Bonemeal aura. That's a weird one. We're going to turn Bonemeal aura on. And let me get myself some bone meal. So if I come over here and we plant some seeds, is it automatically going to grow them for me? Go on, Bonemeal aura. Do your thing. But, oh, it did it. It did it. God, that was exciting. So if I go over here. Wait, watch me hold the bone meal. Are you ready? Watch the seeds. Watch them. Oh, there we go. See, a lot of these hacks, they don't have malicious intent. Some people use hacked clients when they're just playing survival mode because they're just that kind of player and they just want to make their lives a bit easier. But most of the time, hacked clients are used for malicious use. And once again, don't use hacked clients. I've downloaded this, probably given myself a virus which is like taking everything out of my PayPal. I'm doing this for you, so you don't have to. What else have we got? Jesus hacks is one of my personal favorites. Where's some water? When I was catching hackers in the olden days, I used to see a lot of hackers using Jesus, and then for some reason it's just not as popular anymore. It's just really nowhere near as common, and I'm not quite sure why. But if I was to walk over here, you can see I keep getting kind of teleported back randomly. I think that's just Minecraft kind of not liking what I've got going on. That is just something that generally happens with hacked clients. But anyway, watch this miracle you're about to witness. We're just walking on water like it is absolutely nothing. Look at them, they can't believe it. Come on, get over here. Oh, how's your soggy feet, mate? We can sprint jump on water. It's like it's a solid block. Don't worry about it. And then if I turn Jesus off, we sink into the water. Turn it back on. Oh, we come back up. Turn it off, we sink into the water. Now, there's also boat fly, which I really, really want to use. But I know a lot of the times I have issues. So you ready? I've turned on boat fly, and I'm hoping this will work. So if I press spacebar... Oh, it's not having it. It's not having it. Oh, wait, we're away. We're away. I love this one. I genuinely can't get enough of it. Oh, down we went. Guys, get out me boat. Why would you ruin this for me? I'll place one over here. Come on, we can get away. We can get away. We can get away. Make a run for it. It's just so stupid. Wait, who's hitting me boat? Stop it. Stop doing that. Oh, back down to earth. So sad. While we're in the water, we may as well turn Dolphin on. So if I go in the water... Oh, we'll have to turn Jesus off first. But if I go through here... Dolphin's like Jesus, but kind of harder to catch. So if I go into this deep bit where it's 2 blocks, and then I take my hands off the keyboard... You see that I stay afloat. It's as if I'm pressing spacebar all of the time, basically. I'm going to go through one of the world portals because there is a one called Kaboom, and I want to see if that actually works. I don't know. Let's go for it. Oh, why? Oh, apparently we need to turn yes cheat off first. Come on, Kaboom. Oh, it's just... Oh, Minecraft didn't like that. Okay, well, to be honest, I think that's probably a good time to end as we went through a lot of hacks. There are still many more, so we could potentially do part 2 if you wanted one. Hopefully that answered some of your questions, and now you do not need to install a hacked client yourself. Thank you for watching. The server I was playing on today is play.skykid.net. There's a ton of game modes on there, and I'm recording multiple times a week, so it's worth checking out. Thanks for watching, subscribe, I'll see you later. I love this one.